time, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
I guess so. I thought I would have got better come into that.
Yeah. What's up? Welcome back. I did it again. It's been what? It's been long overdue. It's been 2 months since the last one, I think.
Has it?
Yeah, man, time's been going by, so it's been a minute.
Hey, why is it so cold?
But we are here today again, the last Sip Sun Friday of the year. It's been a good year, y'all. It's been a good run. Showcasing some drinks. You being a hater right here? Too peasy. Going on like it hasn't been fabulous. You gonna get it. That's wet right there. But yeah, so we back for the last Friday of the year. Got some good memories this year. Some good sips. Some good drinks.
What was your best sip this year?
My best.
You know, I gotta go through the list. But off top, I could think what I would drink on the regular would be probably the Grand Carmel, the Kevin Hart tequila.
The Kevin Hart tequila was one of my favorites this year.
Yeah.
And
far as just a straight drink, yeah, I think that's because tequila's my go-to guy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, hold up, pause. Hey,
Don't touch that.
why every time we get started, you come here in this kitchen and want to get to doing something?
It's gonna keep beeping if I never press
It's gonna do it anyway.
No,
It does it all through the night.
No.
You press it, it'll come back. Trust me.
No.
It does.
That's if you want something that you don't finish, you have to press clear after.
It finished.
Focus on the video.
You get your butt out the kitchen. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, this has been a long year. She is right.
It's been a long day. Okay.
it's
been a long day.
Yes, it's been a long day.
Between them
today.
two.
She went to the dentist today.
Let's not go
You,
there.
you want me to go there?
No.
Tell them how to treat you like a puppy, keep you calm.
You.
Yeah, keep you calm.
The dentist kept me calm.
They help too?
Yeah.
Oh, so I remember that next time. I'm going. You not gonna go, and I'm just gonna let them go. You go in the room with them and let them do what they do. That's what I'm gonna tell you. No comment.
I'm gonna take me anyway.
No, she's not gonna take you this next time. I'm gonna take you.
No, because next time I'm getting feels.
No, yeah, I'm really gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah, this been going on all day. Okay, their relationship. I don't know.
But yeah, the Grand Carmel has been the number one. What about a mixed drink? What's been your number one?
My number one drink was a spur of the moment drink that we did. I think it was in July, and it was a mimosa. And
A mimosa?
And I did two. I did one with the Brutes from Black Girl Magic. And I did the strawberry lemonade with it, the Simply Strawberry Lemonade with it. And then the other one was the Prosecco. And I think we did that one with orange juice. But it was just me randomly playing around with a little splash of Grand Marnier in it.
We had Grand Marnier?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't even remember having none of that. Might as well take it.
Your kids calling you while you... Don't say nothing crazy.
Say something crazy. We recording. You live.
Y'all in the middle of recording?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's wrong? He fussing? What's up, sucker? Huh? Hey, what you fussing for? Hey. Oh my God. What you fussing for?
He mad because he just fell.
Oh, this did happen in the...
Yes, this did happen. We are officially
grandparents
this year as of October. You know, it was supposed to come October 1st, but he didn't come on my birthday. He came 2 days after.
The 3rd.
And so we are official grandparents this year. So I say that was probably the biggest blessing of the year that we had.
It was amazing.
We're excited for, and just a new little joy. Except you get to send him home when he ain't.
Yeah.
So
It's cool to watch. It feels weirder to watch her parents, her mother, than to think about us being grandparents, because somehow you forget that part.
what, grandparents?
Yeah.
I don't feel like she asked me how I feel being a grandpa. I'm like, I feel the same way I feel with y'all. Same. Except he gets to go home with you, and I ain't got to worry about no expenses. It feels the same.
But it was a beautiful blessing this year.
Yeah. So even with all the turmoil and headaches, bumps and scrapes we went through this year, that was a little good icing on the cake for everything.
All of our families, for the most part, we didn't have to lay nobody to rest this year. That's a blessing. I mean, we've had some that have not been in the best health, but we didn't have to bury nobody.
They still ticking. They still here. So.
So that's definitely a blessing.
But back to the drinks. You said your favorite. That was your favorite mixed drink? I thought it would have been the one we did with Ciroc.
Which one?
I can't remember.
We
did.
done a few Cirocs.
Yeah, you got to pull up your phone and see what we've
did
done
the-
this year. I'm gonna have to scroll through and throw some
Oh, she got one.
video thumbnail shots in this
And maybe
video.
that'll be the last video. We will throw together some of our favorites.
I'm gonna throw it all at the end of this. So yeah,
Our favorite drinks?
I'm gonna throw it all in a recap
Oh. Okay.
of the drink shots. I don't know if I'll do actual snippets of what we talked about, but
Yeah.
maybe that may be something else. But yeah,
We
so-
did so many Cirocs, so it's really hard to remember.
not
like,
really, because he only had a couple new ones out this year.
We had the watermelon.
I don't
had
even
the
think we
passion
did
fruit.
we did the passion fruit.
We
I don't think
had
we
the-
did a watermelon one, because that one.
The citrus. What was it? Citrus. Summer citrus. We did the regular. We used the regular blue in one.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. What was that? We did was two drinks. She got my phone. That's I would look. I think we did some. Come on, Diddy Love. We've done you a lot on here.
What we got?
We kicked up Kevin. I think we did Kevin twice.
No, we just did him once. Actually, I was gonna do his
It's no one.
yeah, the other version, the Angel, just came out. I was gonna do that. May throw something in for New Year's. And that, if I grab that, I may just do a little quick something with that one for New Year's. But
Then we had.
let's see. Yeah, last one was 2 months ago. We did Post Malone. Man, time has been flying.
Yeah.
These
The Post Malone was okay. That was not one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was okay. It was an okay wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we at?
Which was that?
Post Malone was the last one. Oh, we did the one before. Oh, I want to start that. Is where we did the mix with the whiskey. Yeah.
This one was one of my favorites.
And that was with
The
the
passion
summer.
fruit.
Yeah, the passion Ciroc.
The Passion Ciroc. That was one of my favorites.
Man, yeah, Grand Carmel. That was 6 months ago. We did a Ciroc and tropical.
That one was good, but I still like
Which are,
the Passion Fruit one better.
What's those drinks you drink? Red Bulls.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the tropical Red Bull, that one was cool.
Yeah.
The damn, what's her? Oh, forgive me.
What?
I can't. Her name is
Oh, what? What is it? Mary Jo's? That one was good. That was for Super Bowl.
Yeah,
We did
yeah,
that
yeah.
one for Super Bowl.
No, that was.
Good. The Sunshine. Her wines. I think that's what they were called. I think it was,
You know what? Yeah, that was Super Bowl.
yeah, it was. I think it was called
a Super Bowl
Sunshine.
edition.
Mary J's wines. I liked all of
That was
those.
Tim. So yeah, we. I didn't do all the ones I wanted to do, like I thought I was gonna get to. We did the Cali Rose tequila. I did like that one. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, so we did only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only did 8. So actually, you know,
We did.
I'm 4 short. I wanted to do one for every month, but
Yeah, but y'all, we had to, some days in there we had to give our liver a rest. That was one. And
but nah, it
we
wasn't
just-
that. It just didn't. So much other stuff trying to get going and take care of just kind of threw me off to do what I want. Even though somebody else was supposed to be coming up with drink ideas.
I think next year, 2023, we should alternate.
What you mean?
1 month you do your alcohol, the next month I do my alcohol.
That's what I said. I kept picking the drinks because you wouldn't pick your drinks. Because what the wine you did, I see. Yeah, that was a year ago. Oh, and I did have the
Oh, you forgot about
the Wendy's special. Yeah, that was. Hey, I'm telling you, you go by and get that Wendy's mango lemonade and mix that with. What did I mix it with? I think I did. Did I mix it with tequila? Because I went.
I think it was tequila.
Yeah, or some gin. Either both of them, it would be good. Passion Ciroc, yeah, Passion Ciroc wasn't too bad. The whiskey one wasn't too bad either. But yeah,
He liked alone.
like I said, my go-to is the tequila, so I would go to that all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know,
We try most of the time to try like the Cirocs because he introduced so many different ones.
Yeah.
And so we try to keep up with his, especially in the summer, because his summer ones to me are better than his winter ones. His winter ones.
You know what? I must be missing something. Or maybe we mixed that with something.
Because
I swore we did the Bel Air Rose
we used that for something too.
this year.
That I think it was in July. We used the rosé for something.
No,
But
'cause the gym was that was last year. Yeah, time's been flying. So yeah, so this year, this last day, trying something a little different. You know, I should have did this like a week or so ago when it was like freezing outside.
we had a house full of people on Christmas, so
Yeah, it wasn't cold that day either. Though. It was cool,
it was cool.
but it wasn't cold. This is something good. What we about to do here is for on a cold day when it's really chilly outside. Like 2 weeks ago we had where it was like 20s and 30s. I should have whipped this up.
-4.
No, we didn't get to -4. That was back home in Kansas City. They got to -4, I think. But this is I call it the Mo Toddy, but it's
I don't know why you call it the Mo Toddy.
Mo
but-
Style fam, you know, Mo.
Really?
Mo fam. I call it the Mo Toddy, the Mo Caramel Apple Cider Toddy. I think that's too long, so that's not gonna work.
So what you mix?
What I mix?
What do you mix in it?
This is your part.
I don't know nothing about what you mix and how it's gonna be my part.
You know, you always do the Vanna White.
You-
All right, but
You gotta tell me what to put in there.
first, you're gonna need a cup of hot water, which I'm about to throw that in. You're gonna need some apple cider.
It says spiced.
Well, this is spiced apple cider.
They don't have to have this. They can get the jugs. Like you can buy it in the jugs, y'all.
Yeah, you probably can, but I like these because I be on the go, and if I just want like 1 or 2 of these, because this is what 8 ounces. If I need 2 of them, I can throw them in my canteen when I'm on the go. Some butterscotch shot.
It's not-
I was reading the back of it. Butterscotch Schnapps. Butterscotch Schnapps. Oh, why?
15% alcohol.
Yeah, 15% alcohol. Little Cool Whip with something extra. Oh, I forgot one of the ingredients. One other ingredients to go on top of that Cool Whip.
You talking about the nutmeg?
No. You need that caramel. You know what I'm talking about? That
You can
caramel.
go on with the caramel and the whipped cream.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't like caramel at all. And he just keep on trying it. I don't know what he trying to pull.
So,
It's bad enough he got butterscotch, but
you can't even.
you say we really can't tell it tasty. That's what your kid said, but we gonna see.
Well, our young adults, they're not kids anymore.
Okay.
You keep calling them kids. So disrespectful.
I guess you're right. Our young adults. So I guess we'll see how good this really is. They give another recipe on the back of here that says you can use this butterscotch, 1 part this butterscotch, 1 part the sour apple pucker, and sweet and sour snaps. I guess that's all the same, and just mix those 2 things together. So that would give you, like, it's called caramel apple shot. So you would mix 1 part butterscotch, 1 part the sour apple pucker, and it would be your caramel apple. But it doesn't say anything about warming it up or anything like that. That's just your
Let me get them up.
And then you're gonna give me the spoon. Y'all see this? Y'all see that? So I'm just gonna put the pack in here. Oh Lord. Why you gotta work so hard to get in the pack?
It's adult proof.
Girl, if it could be just ripped, I would have ripped it, right? I don't want to hurt my burn. So y'all, for the past 3 years, I've been wanting to recreate my mother's sweet potato pie. And
It used to be easy. I'm
You gonna
not
cut?
watching.
She over there licking on the back.
It used to be easy. I'm not
it used to be. She over here licking the pack, y'all. I was not able to get the actual recipe from her, so I got some of the recipe from my sister and some of the recipe from my cousin brother, and mixed the recipe together and tried to get the taste to what I remember as a kid. My mom is not in a way where she could tell me the recipe, so I made 2 sweet potatoes. I just need this spoon. 2 sweet potato pies, y'all.
The long time.
And when I tasted it, it made me think of my mother, which is what I wanted to do. And my son is wanting me to do the sweet potato pie. He wanted one bad. And he was like, Mom, it's so good. So I was so happy. That was my thing this year. That was an accomplishment. Everything else I normally make. I normally do the turkey. I normally do the dressing, green beans, sweet potatoes, broccoli, cheese, rice. Those things I always typically do. But I've never done the sweet potato pie. So I accomplished it. And this time I wrote it down and I got it for myself. So you're gonna have to do that one too. So, and my mother-in-law bought us a Mostal gadget. So, all next year.
As y'all can see,
He already started, but the bottle empty.
yeah, it's gone now.
Because yesterday,
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to,
You got it open?
huh?
Top here. Watch your
I don't
hands.
think this is safe. That's
It's not safe.
safe.
But she's, y'all, this child. She always, it's always something special. Yeah, all she got to do is cut the pack open. Lord have mercy. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put this in his.
Yeah, I'm almost feeling like T-Pain right now. Like, I'm really gonna be a bartender here, as y'all can see.
He really thinks he is.
Y'all see that?
How many shots of the schnapps do we use? Sir?
You said what?
How many shots of the schnapps?
I'm probably gonna do
2.
Yes, because I want a little extra.
Yeah, we know.
Really?
If y'all haven't learned nothing about David this year, he like his extra shot, okay? This is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm giving you a double shot. Okay? I'll do a double.
Oh, this is a new one. That's why I thought this was it.
Okay.
I was saying, man, they're making everything kid-proof.
Right. So we did 2 shots
So,
of the schnapps with the,
the butter schnapps.
I could smell it.
How you gonna?
I want to stir mine too.
Yeah, after I just had it in my mouth.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
Yeah.
So nasty.
But for me,
He's doing the he's gonna do the caramel and
you know what? I almost don't even want to put this on top of it. I just want to drink it.
yeah, because I don't like all that cream and stuff in my drink.
Huh?
I don't like all that cream and stuff in my drink. Do yours. See, you trying to make me do it. Y'all see it? Nah, son.
Come on, you gotta get that.
Y'all, look at this. Babe,
Right there.
you doing the most.
It's like, oh, it's tilting. The Alpha Tower is tilting.
Here, you gotta add your last little. My little magic dust.
Nah, I don't want no nutmeg.
Oh, let me. Oh, never
I'm
mind.
putting a little cinnamon.
Or
Okay,
cinnamon.
let me get some whipped cream.
Nah, you are
Yeah.
banned from the whipped cream can.
That was not because of me last
Put that back in the
time.
icebox.
Well, I was gonna put some
Hand me one of your
cinnamon
straws.
so on the top so it'd be pretty.
Let me get some whipped cream. And you just actually one of my straws. You have. You can have it.
Y'all, this looks crazy. This right here,
Shame.
it do taste good though. And I mean, I don't really care for butterscotch or caramels or stuff like that. It reminds me of that nasty candy when we was kids.
Supposed to put your
In
straw
that
in
bag.
there.
The little pellet, y'all remember them little candies that they was yellow and they was in that red paper. And if you went to a black church, the old ladies in the church would always try to give them to you and they would be nasty.
How the butterscotch? Those were
The
nasty.
butterscotch things was disgusting. I liked the cinnamon and the peppermint.
You don't know what you're missing.
I know what I'm missing. I have a Starbucks junkie in there, and every time she goes to Starbucks, she wants this some type of frappe, but it's cold, and it's got whipped cream and it got caramel on the top.
I'm telling you, this is it right here. On that hot day, I almost want to sit out on the balcony and light a fire at the pit and just
And people gonna be like, we calling the people on here.
and just sit.
But it's good though. It is really, really good. It's just all the perfect medleys.
I don't know how drunk you'll get off of it.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to kill that whole water to get mine.
Your normal drunk.
Yeah.
Man, like literally it's only 15% in the whole bottle, so that's not a lot. But it's good though. It's good. It's 30 proof for people who want to know. 30 proof.
You know, schnapps is still only 15% alcohol for real. The brand Bartender's Trust.
The one that I was gonna do, you do the cider, and it had bread and Fireball, which is your alcohol, and
You know what? We never did do that one Chris told us to do with the. Was that the Fireball?
he said Fireball and Jaeger, right?
Ooh, making a mess.
I don't. Anybody who knows what Jaeger tastes like, I don't think that shit is meant for human consumption. I don't think you're supposed to drink a drink that tastes like black licorice at all. I know that there's black licorice in diuretics. If that tells you anything, most diuretic teas, detox teas, they have licorice root in them. That's one of the main components that make you go to the bathroom. So anybody who's drinking,
And I know y'all wondering, like, how the hell she know this? Like, I know that's what y'all thinking. Like, how the hell does she know this? I I feel the same way sometimes. She'd be reading too many books and stuff.
How can you read too many books?
Sometimes you can. Some people read too much.
So you telling me I'm reading about health and that's too much? I'm reading about things that is in the products that you take. That's too much?
Sometimes it can be.
No, it's too much for you because you don't want to hear it.
Too much. But so, as we wind down these last...
What are your expectations for 2023?
No, before we even get into 23, we gonna finish talking about this 22.
Let's be done talking about it.
What was the last thing that happened big 2 months ago?
Sir, what hasn't been happening?
No, that we talked about it last. Well, I think the last thing...
Student loan stuff being put on pause.
Well, we knew that was gonna do that, but the Will Smith slap.
That was earlier. We talked about that.
No, that was like 2 months ago. Because that was when we were on our last video. All that happened around... Actually, I think that happened... Was that September? September, October? Somewhere in there. So yeah, it's just been a crazy year. Hopefully, I want to say I wish things would change and be better in 2023, but it's not, because we're going to go into election year. And from what I'm hearing, everybody says it's about to be like crazy. Like so much crap on the media, who's right, who's wrong, everything. I think I'm about to detox myself anyway. I'm about to shut down
At least
my
4
media.
months.
Probably longer than that if I can. If it ain't me doing something that's business wise. Other than that, I'm about to just check out. Cause this year has been a crazy year.
And it's been draining.
Your boy Brandon started off with the war.
Did Brandon start off the war?
Yeah, they got something to do with it, him and NATO. So y'all don't believe that, y'all. I don't know what y'all listening to. But yeah, so, Russia and Ukraine got into the war over NATO, pushing their military up close to its borders, which I understand. And if you in America, you should understand that too, that if other countries that we don't like or have odds with, they start pushing their military up close to our borders, what would you do? Yeah, I can kind of see that. And we see where the sides is going. They've been giving Ukraine billions of dollars.
But the question is, nobody really know what the billions and billions.
And then they talking about they can't account for where certain money's been going. Then they just gave them like another 20, 30, 40 billion. But people here still starving, can barely pay rent, food's high, everything's high. Everything's high. Like you see with the robbing, the theft, and all of that's going. That's part of the reason why.
Y'all see my face.
When you start,
I'm uninterested in the government at this point.
When you starve people gonna start acting crazy, and I think that's what's been going on with a lot. But yeah, we
got that. You had Brittany locked up, but she out.
Brittany, she was over there locked up over there in Russia.
Russia held her to prove some shit.
Nah, they held her, and they got a good deal. They got the what's his name?
That arms dealer.
What they call him?
I can't remember what they call him.
What was his nickname?
But
I can't think of his nickname.
What they pressing for this arms dealer for? That's what we should have been asking. We asking the wrong questions. Why they pressing for this dude?
Because he's the dude. He's the main dude that sold weapons to all different types of countries.
I'm saying
that's
Americans
why they
need to be asking.
No, but we know that. But that's why Russia wanted him. Well, they wanted him free. He's Russian anyway, so I get it. You want your people free regardless of whatever they do. But let's be clear. We know America's be selling weapons to other countries and doing all type of stuff. Because apparently the dude, Nicolas Cage, they saying that was the story he did about Load of War is actually about this dude. In which I seen that he had ties with the U.S. government and making deals and stuff happen. So it's crazy. They'll turn on you once they want to. So
yeah. I had some Netflix movies of this year that was necessary, that I felt was necessary for people to watch, but I lost Apple Cider.
Okay.
But History 101 is a good one.
Oh my God, yeah. But she about to go into documentaries on everybody to watch.
Yeah.
That's not a movie. That's a documentary.
It's a documentary about the world, your water sources, your China, spaceships.
You know what? I wonder how many people
Like-
actually sit and watch the documentaries and
I
stuff
don't know,
like
but
that.
I watch them every day.
Because if you watch them, you'll learn some crazy
It'll make you mad
stuff.
about your government in and out. It's even the ones one that I really think people, especially right now, if you have teenagers and young adults, it wasn't even just that. Opioids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
The pharmaceutical drugs. It's like I think 2 that I watched, and about how they're trying to move people away from supplements and want you to stay hooked on pharmaceuticals.
What was that? I think we said something in one of our last couple where they talked about where they're big pharma.
They're trying to shut down.
They trying to
supplement
shut
companies.
all the supplements and take control over it, and all the holistic doctors and everything. They trying to
Your
get.
CBD people.
They trying to get.
They're trying to mess with y'all too.
They
Getting
trying to
y'all-
get everybody up out of here on that. And
helping people, too many people with anxiety and depression, and they don't want that stuff. They want y'all to be hooked on stuff.
on those stuff that
Narcotics. That's
when you get off of it, then you go crazy. Because I think
Then what? We just watch the schools. This is the crazy part. They know they have an opioid issue, and instead of fixing the issue, they are putting, what they call those?
I mean, for real, you're not gonna.
Those boxes in schools for kids
It's like
ODing,
emergency kit,
OD kit. They're putting them
And they
up
were
in
saying that
schools
for, I think fentanyl, because that's been
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, yeah.
because fentanyl is just taking out kids.
I wonder
Yeah.
what schools is these? Because you know what?
They said they're trying to implement them in all schools, but right now it's in that Seattle, Ohio.
I mean, help me if I'm wrong, because I say, well,
It's being chopped up, and that's another documentary I watched about how those drugs,
no, I was saying that I don't want to be. I guess I know what it said. Is it a black drug or a white drug?
fentanyl. The problem is it's being laced into
Yeah,
other
yeah,
drugs,
yeah.
which is crossing into other communities. So the problem is being broke up in small particles to add to other things that we take to make it last longer, but it's killing people. So like it's been put into.
I'm just saying, like, far as more, as the black community.
I don't know. They were
Have you-
showing in
have you
California,
known
it's a
it?
big issue in black communities.
It is.
It's being laced into the drugs and
Because that when they lacing it in there, because you thinking you getting one thing,
ecstasy pills are being chopped up with it
in which,
now.
ecstasy pills ain't been the same for years. So if you still messing with those, you taking a big risk.
But
You taking a risk with everything now that this drug wise. Drugs ain't the same as what it used to be. Because back in our younger days when ecstasy and all that stuff, you wasn't
we didn't hear about nobody
ODing or nothing like that. Yeah, they was hyphy for a
Yeah.
while, but you didn't hear nothing about ODing and none of that because
It's just like a baby.
everything was right. I don't hate to say it, but it was right. It wasn't nothing that was it would kill you. So I'm not gonna say it wouldn't. If you take too much of anything, it would always kill you. But it was one of those, if you took one, you wasn't gonna die off no ecstasy unless
I can say I never remember
nobody back. We used to hear about all the time, Thiz pills and everything. That was like in our 20s. That was like our culture. Of, if it was weed, it was ecstasy pill or something like that. You ain't never hear nobody. I can't think of nobody I ever heard about crashing
I heard
out.
we had those few times with the date rape drug where people was putting that into drinks at the bars and stuff.
Yeah, MDH, which I think. Remember?
That's how I got doing like that.
No, when we was at the club and we think bartender or somebody slipped something in our drink that one time. Yeah, that was back in Kansas City. That was some years ago. I was like, you know what? God was with us that night because it was like
we still don't know how we got home.
everything just like we was fine. We didn't drink a lot. Just like shit just got blurred. And we was like, we gotta go. We gotta get up out of here. 'Cause something just wasn't right. And I know we was watching. She would watch my drink. We right there. So it would have had to come from the bartender. And we think we heard somebody else that happened to at the club.
That week later, we heard
Yeah.
that a girl got.
And I think that was, what was
Mhm.
that? That was Zen back home in Kansas City. So, yeah, that's when Zen was popping. And we was just up there solo dolo one night, and that happened. It's like, but I never heard nobody really crashing out on anything with ecstasy or nothing like that. You know, when crack and all of that hit the community and everything back in the days, we always like, hey, we didn't take a lot of drugs. It was either
We saw it. We saw it too much.
we saw it. It was like you make some money with it, even though it was still fucking up the community and shit was wrong. We just wasn't taking shit we was selling. And now this generation, they take everything they selling. So that shit. That's why you got a lot of these young rap cats, young cats in general, just
It's just like we
crashing out
watched
on
that
so
thing.
much different stuff. And I know when I came here to Texas, man, I heard so much different stuff. I was like, I was telling you, like, what's cheese? They was telling me cheese. Oh, that's a whole. I was like, God, y'all on some whole other shit down here.
Like we good.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, so
but
it's been a lot.
we watched that documentary the other day about San Francisco with their issue with.
Oh, that was Oregon.
homeless.
That was up in Oregon. Where
That's the set was showing San Francisco too.
I don't remember showing San Francisco. I remember it was showing up in Oregon.
The homeless.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I remember showing up in Oregon.
They show San Francisco too, and it's bad. It's just it's crazy, and they pushed this out there. They actually pushed it out.
But
there.
that's the woke people. They said the woke people, which I guess they was trying to do it like how Amsterdam is. You know, I heard where you can go there, it's clean, it won't be stuff all on the streets, needles and all of that stuff.
I know what
and
the
they say,
purpose
and
is.
they say up there, I think it's been some years since I checked, but I remember when I first heard that years ago, I was like, really? That's y'all can just go and get it like that?
Yeah,
but
like
it keeps people
needles
off the
and stuff.
yeah.
Like they
You can go and get
And-
your fix.
walk
From
into
the
this
spot,
place and
yeah.
they give you clean stuff
But-
to keep you from getting AIDS and
That was, part of it.
Yeah.
Sharing needles
Sharing
and all of
needles.
that type of stuff. They know people was
don't use it.
Yeah, so
but
they make-
it still sounds so. They even on the end of that documentary, they showed parts of South Africa that's struggling with this. Is this thing?
Yeah, I heard about that.
And they have a place too, just like that. And I'm like, you can see what this is doing to community. Like literally, most of these people, they were zombies. Like just sitting zombies. Like, why would you want this to be a reflection of your city? And they have the funding available to do so. You're giving Russia 20,000,
No, they're giving them billions.
20 gazillions for nothing.
Because it was.
I had to, because it's crazy amounts. Like, the numbers is ridiculous. And you just keep on shaking the pocket out for them. But you got a whole community that you walk past and just turn your head
They pulling the funding.
to get to them. Like,
And
it's
what was
ridiculous.
that? That was
to me.
like last year when they had the Super Bowl. Well, at the beginning of this year when they had the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
How
And they cleaned up all them
LA.
homeless.
I watched a dude who was down there around Tent City and all of that, right around the stadium. And they showed how like a week before the game, they came in and cleared like everything out and just.
Gave homeless people rooms.
I didn't even
and
hear them
money.
give them rooms. I just said y'all got to go, be up out of here, and they was just tearing down everything just for the.
They gave
for the
some of
game.
them little bull crap rooms to stay, so they stay out of sight. They want to keep the area clean for when the Super Bowl people came in, and then once that was over with, you
No,
kick
I
those
wonder-
people back out.
I need to pull a video and see what it looked like now. If it went back to
I'm
what
sure
it was
it's back to the
before.
same thing.
But yeah, out in LA, they having some real crisis with that. But yeah, so the world's been going. What else has been going on?
We had Trump's January 6th shakeout.
They still, that was
Yeah.
beginning of January. Yeah.
You got Tory Lanez. You got
Oh,
him and Megan.
We gonna. I'm gonna say this.
Fuckery never
You know
ends.
what? I'm gonna say this on that case. Well, they just as y'all, if y'all been in the woods somewhere, no TV, you ain't been paying attention, then you know, they found him guilty.
David is heartbroken over it.
I'm not heartbroken. First, I'm not heartbroken. It's just,
You feel away.
Yes, because with all the lies and everything was told,
The case was blatantly obvious.
there was reasonable doubt in that case.
I agree.
Regardless of whatever you say, how you feel, or what you think about it, there was reasonable. There's no way all them jurors could say, "Nah, there was no reasonable doubt. He
He's
did it."
guilty.
From what I heard, even before they went in the trial, the stuff started leaking out, coming out, and saying stuff. I'm like, you know what? Well, it's like what I said then. I knew in the beginning when it happened, I was like, yeah, Tory must have knocked something down. And y'all know what I mean by knocking something down. If y'all don't know where you at. But knock something down, and that's how him and Meg got in the fight. And then come to find out, he knocked down Meg's best friend. Apparently, they've been knocking down each other's. Which one? What am I say?
Friends?
Yeah, others' friends. But apparently that night, I guess Megan got out the car. Him and Tori and Kelsey got to doing something. I think got to doing something in the car. Meg came back, and then a squad broke out. From what I've been hearing with the bits and bits on the whole case and everything. But I ain't gonna go all the way into it. I just say there was so much reasonable doubt in that case. There's no way you could just found him guilty with all the lies that was coming back out. From her even lying on, what's up girl? The Gail King, saying she never slept with him or none of that. We just friends. Then you get to court. Oh yeah, I did. There was just so many lies when you had opportunities to just tell straight truth from the get go. Even on both sides. I don't know. It just makes you think about the court system itself, and people have been saying that with everything that's going on, it's failing. The court system is really just failing at everything.
I think this year.
Because let me put it a prime example. What I just seen that's been popping up today. With all that reasonable doubt in his case, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. There's a case where a man killed a 13-year-old kid.
White girl? Talking about the white girl?
See, I wasn't even going to talk about colors. You just had to bring in red. I'm trying not to even bring in the color. But, yeah, they just let him go. Let him off.
Well, 13-year-old kid.
13-year-old kid.
He just felt compelled. He said he pulled up, he got out of his truck, shot him in his back.
Y'all can let him go. Actually killing somebody.
He said he ain't had no reason. He just felt like it.
See, I didn't even hear all that. It pissed me off, so I couldn't even really watch all the details of it. I just know the what's the old boy who's the lawyer been going out on a lot of the stuff. The black cat.
Benjamin Crump.
Yeah, Benjamin Crump. He had posted it first, is where I heard about it, and I guess how the families is out trying to get justice for it, and it's like
And
no
no
media outlet is covering that, but y'all can be on Tory Lanez for something that has so much reasonable doubt in the whole thing.
Also, why you saying that? You gotta also think about those are in two different places. They're not in the same city.
Yeah,
so
but,
you can't expect.
But it shouldn't be that way. Some things are just plain as day across the board.
Some things are just plain as day, but you have to think about that.
That shouldn't matter what city you in. If you're a grown ass adult and you kill a 13-year-old kid for no reason, not breaking in your house, not robbing you, none of that, and you just killed a kid, and the judges and everybody. No, he was arrested, but they let him go, from my understanding. But then they just let you go. But there can be not 100% correct story. Fragments got blown into a foot, which we know that's not actually shooting directly at a foot, but fragments from a bullet or whatever from the ground got into a foot, maybe from the shooting happening right by the foot. Just fragments. And
Would you stop saying just fragments? Just fragments can't
I'm gonna tell you like
kill
this.
somebody.
I'm gonna tell you like this. If you get
It's a whole bunch of PTSD army guys out there
put your hand
that have
right
been
here.
hit by fragments,
and
they're forever
you
affected.
know what they gonna say? I didn't get shot. Those are just fragments.
That doesn't mean
They gonna say
it's
when
less of an effect.
they gonna say when that bullet went in me, I got shot. if the bullet did not go in you, you didn't get shot. That's just how I feel about
So you
it.
gonna tell the vets that because
Yes,
you
I
got
am.
fragments, your ass will be all
No, that's fragments. Like if I shoot at the ground, concrete, and all of that, and the bullet fragments frame onto your foot or leg or whatever, that's fragments.
that can fuck you up though.
Yeah, whatever. If you get shot and the bullet goes through you, stuck in you, that's you got shot.
Sir, you cannot be like that.
Yes, I can, and I'm sticking to that, and I'm always gonna stick to that, even if I got
These
shot.
are the political views
Even if I got
of
shot.
David.
Even if I got shot. Look what you say. What was we talking about? Where you getting grazed by a bullet? I was like, that's not getting shot. You just got grazed. If it just grazed your head and just
If I got
nicked it,
grazed and I'm bleeding
got-
like I'm a stuffed pig, I'm shot.
you got grazed.
Take me to the hospital. Like, this motherfucker shot me.
You gonna get some stitches and go about your
No.
business. You got grazed. But
You
yeah,
can get shot by a bullet and get stitches and gone.
yes, because it's gonna go through. You gonna get stitches, but you got shot. You right. The bullet went in you or got stuck in you, and they had to take the bullet out. That's shot. Not fragments just hitting you, and it's so hot and it just get in your
Yeah.
skin.
You know, normally I would say be kind to him in his comments, but don't be kind.
I
to
don't care
him.
about your comments because.
He don't care, but
What's the book I read? I have the art of not giving a F, and I'm good at that.
the subliminal art.
No, you can call it subliminal.
read it.
Yeah. So I'm good at that. So it doesn't matter what your comments is on me. You know what? Speaking of comments, man, some people. I'm gonna say this: if you ain't got nothing nice to say in nobody's comments, or you don't like something that somebody else is doing,
Did somebody say something in your comments that you don't like?
don't say that.
Oh, babe.
I don't know. I don't even pay attention to them. I just see it. Sometimes I be want to get that
No.
energy,
Leave the comments
and
alone.
I was like, you know what? That's your personal, whatever.
Just listen.
But you-
Mr.
no.
Mostel, I am, and I'm gonna tag it after I reply to your comment. I'm gonna say Lady Mostel, so you know Mr.
She will.
Mostel got coots. I sure will.
Yeah.
So you come for us in them comments.
But it
I come
wasn't
back.
it wasn't in your comments. It was on my personal side of some videos and stuff that I load up. So it wasn't on our most.
About your views?
It wasn't even about the views. It was just something. It was It was actually it's been a couple. I'll just blow it off. I don't
Same
think
person?
Nah, I don't even know if it's the same
Okay,
person.
sorry.
But it was the one when we was in Houston. I pulled up to the Slim Thug Wall and Paul Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just had something negative to say about that. I'm like, man, I was about to say something. I was like, you know what? It just made me think. People really just sometimes ain't got.
Cause they ain't got shit going on with their lives. Excuse my French.
It's just negative. You just. There's an old phrase. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You could just scroll on. Don't even like nothing. Just go on to the next thing.
But literally,
Sometimes you ain't
just
got-
miserable ass people. They don't
Yeah,
got nothing
you
better to
ain't
do.
gotta respond. You ain't gotta say nothing. It's like I tell her. She say something. I don't respond all the time. She don't like it when I don't respond.
You say a lot that I don't respond to.
No, I'm talking about me to you.
I'm talking about me to you. You ain't the only one just giving you passes.
Oh, you respond.
No, I'm giving you. My look
respond.
might respond, but my mouth don't. And
But-
sometimes that's the best. That's actually the worst.
But for yeah,
response.
if 2023, let's stop that. Everybody, let's stop that.
You can forget that because people ain't got nothing to do
Yeah,
but
let's
hate
stop
on
that.
somebody
I'm
else
like-
trying to get they guap.
And I watch some of my other YouTube cats that I follow, car cats and other people.
They struggling with the same thing.
Boy, I'm like, dude, people ain't got nothing. They always something negative or something crazy to say. Don't watch, man. Don't support. Don't. But
People see you in a space that they wish that they could be in, but they don't know how to put themselves in that space. And so instead of you juicing them and giving them like, damn, I could do it if he doing it. Instead of that, they like, fuck that. I'm gonna make it hard for him. I'm gonna always be in his comments. I'm gonna always say something.
But then some of that just end up being motivation to a lot of people because that's like what the situation that happened with CJ. No dude who was always like saying stuff and said they were showing his house where they live.
Now, why would you do that? You trying to put people in harm's way.
He's putting people in harm's way. So he hired him and his girl hired a PI. They found the person information. He's supposed to be on his neck, but I know they got all his videos and everything removed with him. I ain't for sure what else they got going on against him, but he was like, man, I ain't giving him no pauses on nothing. Everybody was like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Phil. But it's like, why? He was doing that to me. He was saying all this negative stuff, talking bad, trying to be a detective, figure out where I live, showing my neighborhood, showing where my cars and everything I kept, my family, and then he putting all my family and people around me in harm's way with stuff like that. And it's like, now I'm doing it. I'm going right back at him. So I was like, yeah, I feel him on that one, because he was like, I ain't letting up.
You talk about that, and you talking about people during this year. You had Quavo's
Yeah.
his
Which that's still
murder.
ongoing.
Then
So,
you had
which I was gonna talk about that, but I ain't gonna talk about that until everything comes, because you haven't really heard too much except the dude
that they arrested.
who they
recently.
saying, which I can't. Is he a suspect? Or they believe he's the actual person
They
that
believe
shot?
he's the
He's
actual
one
person.
of the person, because it's supposed to be like multiple
Yes.
people. So I haven't heard too much more else that came out, man. But YSL, boy, they going
That,
through
I
it
was
right
gonna say
now.
the YSL. That's a complete mess.
Everybody just birds just singing. You keep them in that cage too long.
Like,
It's
I
what-
leave.
It's what Boosie said. You got a bunch of eggs in a basket. You can't, and you shake them up. You can't expect not one of them to crack.
One of them
But-
chicks is gonna
but
say something.
It seems like a lot of them eggs is cracking right now.
They're scared. They ain't ready for jail.
So, hey, but it's gonna be a lesson learned.
You got.
But you know, in that case, I will say this, and I'm agreeing with Charleston White on this one. And you know, he's be talking with the
Don't look at me.
the sheriff and the DAs and everybody down there, and Buddy Whittle. You know, he spitting out stuff. If they were really going around terrorizing and killing people in the community,
The way they say.
the way everything is coming out,
Why the neighbors? Why the people in the neighborhoods ain't saying nothing?
nah, cause I know why. You know why they ain't gonna say nothing. People ain't gonna say
The
nothing.
old
in the
people
neighborhood.
will.
No, they won't. Old people know. They like, I keep quiet, cause when them young motherfuckers come to my house and do something to me, I'm dead. And then the police ain't gonna do nothing. Or they like, we need proof or some type of this, and we've seen that throughout the years. So that's not why. But what I'm saying is, if they really doing that, how do we as a community say, hey, you know what? That's foul what you was doing. Even though, yeah, you was out here trying to say you was doing good in the community, but y'all sets going war to war, shooting up everybody, killing everybody, back and forth. Like, when are we gonna stop that in our own community? We can't be saying like, oh, free Ray Ray. Free Ray Ray. Fuck Ray Ray. Ray Ray done killed like 50 people in the hood and broken half the
I've been
people's
saying that
houses.
for a long
And
time.
robbed everybody, but everybody talking about free Ray Ray because that's your homie. Nah, your homie was fucked up. Your homie was out there doing some wild shit. Killing, robbing, stealing, whatever. At some point we have to say, nah, y'all go ahead and keep him. This is gonna be his lesson learned. He gonna have to do his time and sit down.
I've been saying that for a long time.
And you know what?
Until
Honestly,
we take more control over our own communities and the things we see and what we let slide and the things that we turn our heads to instead of acknowledging like we really do need to do something in our own communities. You won't do nothing.
But
You'll
you know,
see him do something. You'll sit on your porch. You'll see those boys doing something. You won't do nothing. But you expect for the cops to come in here
it didn't used
and
to
care
be,
more about it. It didn't used to be.
It didn't used to be like that way. You know, I remember as growing up, everybody knew everybody, and everybody got together. And now, where there was a problem with something in our neighborhood, adults used to come out and show out, especially if they had something involved with the kids and
We
the
had
youngsters.
neighborhood preservation.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the old people would meet every 2 weeks and talk about the community.
They would come out and we would shut that shit down, especially if it was some problems. But like I said, we used to leave our front doors open all through the night and everything. Now that I think about it, like, man, you can't do that shit no more. I remember growing up as a kid, like, yeah, summertime, front door wide open all through the night.
Now my daddy keep a gun up beside the door and the door lock, the double door lock, this door lock.
It's like, man, you know what? I don't want to live in a community like that no more. Which I guess
And-
technically we don't.
And that's the issue.
And that's the thing, yeah, because you know people are
You
usually
too
in the
good.
community. Yeah, because I know ain't nothing gonna change, and ain't nobody gonna do what they need to do to change everything.
I don't want my kids to have to walk down the streets and see the shit what I seen growing up on a day-to-day basis.
And you're not getting the help to clean up the community or none of that, the support. Yeah, it's
And then you stuck with that trauma that you done seen. That's PTSD for real. The stuff you done saw just outside your door.
yeah, it's a lot to deal with. So
Oh, it is.
that's why most people just like, you know what, I'm leaving, I go somewhere else. But we have to stop that. We have to start
We do.
fixing it and cleaning out. I say we need to build new communities. Let them have them old, rundown, raggedy communities. We need to start moving our elderly people out, and then moving the class of people who's going to be the next up in line to lead and take care of. We need to just move out. Leave all of that there. And we're not going to allow nobody else to come into our new communities that we done built. Homes, stores, businesses, and all of
And
that
just
to
run
tear
it
it
down.
down. We're not going to allow none of that. That's what I see that needs to be done. And I think I said that in a post before when I watched, what was that?
That's the old Black Panther Party way though.
Yeah. But what was that? I was saying the movie I watched. It was Thor, actually. Yeah, Thor. You know, when his whole homeland and everything got destroyed from, was that his sister? Yeah, his sister went on a rage and tore up everything. You know, everybody like, this is home. I'm like, nah, that's not home. Home is us as a people, family, all together. We'll build home somewhere else. It's time for us to build home.
As long as we together, we can build whatever.
Yeah, it's time for us to build somewhere else.
And that should be the mantra for 2023.
Yeah, so.
Taking care of your own
And it's
communities.
who else, man?
You had Young
Oh.
Dolph. You had, if you want
Was
to
that
go
this
crime,
year?
yes.
That wasn't this year. Yep, that was Young Dolph at the beginning of the year.
You had,
Which that's crazy because that's been coming out.
and now
that-
that's coming out. But people he knew.
Well, you know, I'm hearing they still trying to put,
Which makes no sense to me. Like,
what's our boy? Yo Gotti and his crew. People still trying to put them into it and say Yo Gotti's brother, big brother, was involved in some type of way. But that's still ongoing, so I ain't even going really too much on that. Another rest in soul person is PNB Rock, LA. And, you know, a restaurant ran down on, which is crazy, ended up being by a family.
not nobody he knew.
No, but it was a family, a father,
and his son.
and his stepmom.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they sent the son in to rob him. Whatever happened, son shot him, killed him. They dip off. Come to find him, end up being a whole family involved in that. I'm like, that's crazy. Over some chain and jewels, which, man, you gotta have somebody to really get what it's worth. You gotta have somebody who's gonna melt that down, do what they need to do, and resell it, which you're not gonna get the full value on it. Now
you're
life
gonna be
gone.
in jail for life.
Life, if they get life, because hey, it seems like the people who do stuff like that get out, or they get more time. Because even with the YSL stuff, they talking about, well, they killed this person and plead out and only got 2 years or 3 years. I'm like, what? Where they giving this 3 years and stuff for murders at? But
They on some BS.
yeah, but even with that in LA, I'm like, it goes back to the whole Tory Lanez. I'm like, y'all offering up 20 years for that, but y'all can't clean up all the craziness that's going on in LA, shootings, killings.
Because we can close our eyes to that stuff.
There's some real stuff, but y'all gotta offer somebody up 25 years for. I'm sorry, to me it's just something small. That's not no 25 year.
Remember when I said bullets don't have names?
Yeah, I get that, but that's still not no.
Shatters off of bullets
Man,
can kill people.
but it did.
I want you to stop acting like it's nothing.
But it didn't, and there's people.
Just in this instance, but it could have.
Well, could have. We can't count that in court. We know.
What if that bullet would have ricocheted off and shot her in the chest?
But we know it didn't.
But I'm saying.
No, we're not going off of what if. We know that there's people who have done murders and get less time than that, is what I'm saying.
agree.
So you can't, there's no way you can throw me out that much time for something and I didn't.
I don't think he deserves
I didn't kill nobody or
20
nothing
years.
like that.
Like, I think that is.
But.
I think they're trying to prove something with this 20 years.
But you know, Rock Nation got their dirty hands.
See,
and
there
stuff.
you go.
Hey,
now that ain't right.
The stuff been coming out. I'm telling you.
What's been coming
everything's been coming out. Yeah, man. See, you don't be paying attention. I be paying attention.
Come on, I want everybody to cut it
I've been
out.
paying attention to when everybody been saying something. And how, it's even the same thing with Rock Nation and our boy from Houston. Matter of fact, he was talking loud. He was like, "Man, that's crazy." He was like, what they was offering, how they did Tory. He was like, "Yeah, that's crazy." Somebody on his live thing was like, "Oh, they come, Rock Nation, they coming for you next." I was like, you know, my first thought was, I was like, "Yeah, they coming for you. He ain't gonna win that case." This settlement with Meg, oh boy, who put Meg on from the get go. I was like, "Nah, he not gonna win." I already see how they play in the system and how you get. I know people don't want to think this, but if you got the right bag and you in the right position, you can do a multitude of things to win your situation how you need it to win. And that's just what I say. If you got the right people, the right powers behind you, if you're wrong and done something wrong, you can win. That's all that matters. So, yeah, PNB Rock. Was it somebody else recent?
You had Barbara Walters today.
Yeah.
She died. You had you had you probably didn't watch. You watched him, the little comedian guy, the white guy.
No, you watched him. You always thought he was hilarious.
He was hilarious. He was on our old timer show.
Was it called the Old Timers?
No, he was called.
When it was in the retirement home.
Yeah.
It's not that serious.
You had. Who else is in?
Well, you know what? I don't even want to talk about death no more. Too many people.
Yeah, it's been a lot of, especially here in the last few months.
Yeah, last few months. It's like
Been
people
back
going
to back to
right.
back.
It's bringing me down. Man, I need to drink that whole bottle of butter schnapps here.
No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to wallow in it.
Man, that butter schnapps is good though. I'm telling you, I need to try that. Make sure it's nice and warm on a real cold day. If you're gonna try that, that's cool with.
First of all, it looks disgusting.
What you mean? It's just cool with.
It looks disgusting. So just so you know.
What else been going on in the news? Let me see.
I mean,
crypto. You know.
You had your Atlanta races
Atlanta races.
with stupid Herschel and.
Oh yeah, he lost. Thank God. I was like, if he win,
we done with the system. Like the system is.
No, I'm running. That's what I said. If he wins, I'm going ahead and run.
I'm glad that didn't go through.
Why? You don't want me to run? I said I'm running.
Why would you run?
What you mean why? I got good ideas of change. I'm just talking about cleaning up the community, leaving the old.
I don't know. You think that fragments is nothing, so you gonna have a lot of veterans.
No.
Like you.
I have.
And I don't
No,
think
I'm for the veterans. I got family that's veterans. That's a whole nother thing. Ain't take care of the veterans. I'm gonna make sure the veterans get taken care of. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
You gonna tell them that they fragments ain't shit?
No.
Oh, okay. Just make sure.
They actually been to war probably and done something. A lot of them need help. They done been killing,
They definitely
seeing, doing all types of crazy stuff. Remember, I got uncles that was in the war, so, and made it back. So I've heard some stories from them when I was younger. So yeah, a lot of them need some help.
I thought when you said run. I thought you were talking about run.
No,
I didn't think you were talking about run for office.
Yeah, running for office.
I don't know that I have enough
we could be the first family.
your. I don't know. Do you think I'm a first family type of girl?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not polished, sir. I ain't like Michelle.
But see, that's the problem. That's what needs to change. You get all these polished people up here just to look good, but they ain't doing nothing good.
Yeah, but
they ain't not doing nothing. They not doing
Well,
that for
I
me.
always I lead with my heart, so
ain't-
maybe that's what we need
I,
more
we,
of.
well, I probably would die. They probably would pick me out first, but I'm gonna be the first one. I'm just not gonna be easy to die because I'm gonna ride around like the Pope when I'm out.
What?
I'm gonna ride around like the Pope. You know, he's always in that armored vehicle with the glass
Really?
case. So when you see me walking down, you're just not gonna get no free shot. You're gonna have to have some heavy artillery to go through and kill. Matter of fact, I probably would never do nothing out in public. My stuff would be live in one place from a secret location. And we
Y'all
would
put in
talk.
the comments if y'all would vote for Mr. Mostel.
They don't know me now. But if I come together with my 10-point plan,
Oh, here you go.
yes, I gotta get Killer Mike on.
You better make it make sense.
Get Killer Mike
You know,
on.
Killer Mike gonna tell you if it don't.
Yeah. I listened to his plan. Oh, speaking of Killer Mike, we got a problem. We have a problem. Killer Mike, I hope you can hear this, and the rest of your financial community, your bank,
Oh.
Bank Greenwood.
Mm.
I had an issue today. I was like, damn, why would... So I opened the account. I haven't used it since
Tell the people what the Greenwood. account
Greenwood,
is.
Banking Black, Atlanta. He got together with a couple financial people, banking and all of that. And, you know, they opened a bank, which he talked about it maybe like 2 years ago, a year ago, and they said it was coming out. I was on the waiting list. Finally got the thing a couple months ago. Got my card. Never activated, but haven't sent no money to the account. Still been using my other account. So yesterday, I'm like, man, I gotta move some money around. Let me send it here. I haven't used it. It's perfect account. Card, everything. I transfer money to the account. It's like, cool, that's straight. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to use it today. I go in Family Dollar. Dude, my card wouldn't work. I'm like, man, what the hold up. Then I was like, you know what? I think I got it off. Because I think when I got the card, I activated it. And then you can lock the card and unlock it. So I think I locked the card. So let me go to the app. I go to the app. And the app is saying, I want to see if it's still doing it. And this is right
I
on.
pray it's not still doing it.
This was supposed to be my blow
Then
money.
you're gonna have to apologize.
Blow money for the weekend. No, because I already had to do what I had to do to figure something out. Yep, it says my card. We are in the process of issuing you a new card. Please check back in a few hours. Now, mind you, that was maybe like 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock today.
The thing is, y'all, he didn't request a new card.
Yeah,
So why
I
they
didn't
issue him a new
request a new card or none of that. So I called, which was on hold for an hour. Me and my daughter, we went to the mall walk. I'm with the Bluetooth, just for a whole hour. Dude gets on, which, man, the customer service dude, he don't need to be there.
Most customer service.
Nah, you can tell he's just like, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much how it was. What's the problem? I felt like I looked at my phone like, am I talking to the right person? Like, who am I talking to? like he should have been on the phone. I'm like,
I would ask you a question,
maybe-
but I'm not gonna ask you it on the camera.
who was he? What
kind of
race?
people
What
was-
race this
was
is?
Was he our people?
Yes, he was
I
our
knew it.
people.
Y'all got to fucking do better.
I was like, oh,
Do better,
I was like,
okay?
man, I tried to use my card. Blase blah. It came up with something saying not active, not send a new card or whatever. I can't remember what I exactly said at the time because then the app started acting funny. It wouldn't open up when I tried to read what it was telling me to tell him. So then he put me on hold for like another 20 minutes. It's like, well, I was like, God damn, now I'm on hold with you for 20 minutes for you to go figure out what's going on. So he was like, he got back on the phone, was like, well, y'all see the money was transferred in, blah, blah, blah. He was like, for some reason, they just canceled your card. It's like, what the fuck? What you mean they just canceled? He was like, I don't know. He's like, I'm gonna have to dig more into it. They just canceled your card. I'm like, ain't this a bit? So I'm
Y'all,
like,
when you look back over this video, I want to say this real quick, just to interfere. He gave me this memo the other day about I have to tighten up my mouth with my cousin. I want to do a count of how many cuss words.
Oh, this is this is one of those where I need to cuss today.
Cause I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3, God, we over 2.
So he can't tell me nothing. I'm like, man, let me transfer my money up out of here, dog. I'm like, let me just transfer. I got on the app, transferred that shit, transferred my money to my other banking. I was like, man, I'm not about to play with y'all. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, this is the first time.
It lets you do it? It lets you transfer
Yeah, it said it transferred out. We're going to see if it hit my account, which is the other thing. It may take up to 2 to 3 business days. I was like, that was my money for the weekend, for the new year, get my bottles, do what I need to do. Now that just threw me all off. I'm like, So yeah, Killer Mike, y'all, I hope y'all see this. I'm gonna cut this little segment into something, man, about that. This is my first time using the card. I didn't get an email saying y'all was canceling my card, maybe because I hadn't put no money in the account for like, since I got opened the account.
They still should have sent an email.
Yeah, they still or even a letter in the mail saying, hey, if you don't transfer any funds in, we'll cancel you out. I probably would have just, threw something in there sooner just for that. But I didn't get no email, I didn't get no letter, or none of that. But I still get I was getting the text messages, everything, showing my balances and all of that for any transactions. I got that every day, but I didn't get no letter or email about saying, hey, we gonna cancel they didn't even cancel the account, they just canceled the card. So it wasn't even they canceled the account, they canceled just the card. So
Did you not activate the card?
Yes, the card was activated. That's what I'm saying. I was able to lock it, do everything.
I'm just trying to help you with your customer service.
No. They need help with their customer service because bruh man from the 5th floor who was on the phone.
No, bruh.
Nah, he sounded like bruh. He didn't need to be on the phone that day. Like he didn't want to be there. He had no desire to do this. He's probably like, man, why am I doing this job?
Yeah, he is never the one to complain about customer service people.
Yes,
I'm the person that be going ham on customer service.
No, you go ham every day for just give him a minute. Let me explain.
Hey, I don't have time for your.
But this was one of those unexplained. How you just gonna explain? You just decide to cancel my card, not the account. Just cancel my card. And it would be the New Year's weekend when I'm expecting to spend my money. I'm like, nope, transfer my money out your account. So hey, I don't know if anybody else. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on Instagram and see if anybody else can have that and see what they say. Cause like I canceled my account. I didn't cancel the account, but I just transferred my money out the account. Like I ain't even gonna play with y'all right now like that.
And it's called what?
Bank Greenwood. Yeah, Greenwood.
Y'all, let's spray that. There's nothing on it.
They better hope it's somebody else on there complaining, then I won't feel as bad.
Modern banking for the culture. That's a day ago. They're a financial tech company, not a bank.
Yeah, it's like all these new online banks. They're kind of like fintech companies. They're not like your Chase or Bank of America, nothing like that. They're just online. They don't have any branches or none of that. That's pretty much what they are. Like Chime. Who's the other ones? Who was the first one that I used to have? Oh boy, Russell Simmons, the Rush card. Mm-hmm. That's what that was back in the day. Had issues with them. I was like, you know what? Let me get my money up out of them. Stop using them. So hey, Greenwood, Killer, your associates, they gonna have to figure that out, and y'all gonna need to get some better customer service. He was okay, I guess he tried, but he just didn't have that customer service sound. He needed that Chick-fil-A happiness when you called. That's what I needed. I neided a person from Chick-fil-A to answer the phone and say, hey, how you doing today?
Really?
May I help you? What seems to be the problem? That's what I needed today. Can you tell me what's going on with my account?
13 hours ago, somebody said your hold times are absolutely ridiculous.
Told you, was on hold for an hour. Then got on hold for another 20 minutes for him to figure out, just to come back and tell me he's gonna have to dig deeper into it and give me a call back. Ain't even called me back today.
This girl ain't even. I don't know what she's mad about, but she said it's day 11 according to Zendesk. Still nada. So maybe she don't have her money or her card or.
I just know my money back transferred out.
I mean, I'm not seeing very many complaints. You might check Twitter.
Yeah, because this money transfer. Oh, shit, money transfer from where? Which I don't even like how the description is. It doesn't. Yeah, they gonna have to do better. I gave you one shot. I don't know if I'm gonna give you another, but we gonna see.
No, I thought you were saying that it was like your money's gone.
Nah,
Like what? They done Kanye'd you?
If it don't hit my account,
They
then
done
yeah,
gave
we got a problem. Yeah, we gonna have real problems. But yeah, so yeah, Killer Man, y'all gonna have to figure that out. Y'all, fintech, if that's what y'all want to call it, which I believe they are considered a fintech company. But yeah, y'all need to figure that out, man, because y'all don't want the black people blowing up y'all thing. That's gonna hurt y'all business. Ask Chime. People was missing their money on their accounts. People was blowing Chime up.
I don't blame them because I sure participated in the blow up.
Yeah, we still got an account with them also. You got one and I got one besides other regular accounts.
But they play games too.
But yeah, it's not that often. They pretty much got everything seems to be square. You really don't hear too much, except for the fraud stuff that be happening, which you've had that happen, and I don't. Which was crazy. I told you the other day, $25 from some candle place. I'm like, I ain't been in no candle store, but it kicked off, so it didn't go through.
Yeah.
But like I said, we in that season right now for scamming and fraud. Holidays normally.
Yeah.
That's why I keep my card off all the time. It's locked. So, and all the charges, if you ever notice, from banks or anyone, they don't come in. It's like 2, 3 o'clock at night, like when you sleep. That's what I noticed with all
That's
the
how you know
charges.
people scamming you. They up scamming you.
Unless you just use your debit card right then and there, for the most part, it's gonna come in 2, 3 o'clock. I'm like, why is these charges coming in at 2 or 3 o'clock at night instead of not during the day? It's like they waiting till niggas is asleep, just make them charges go through. So
No,
you
that's how
can't.
you know it's happening in foreign countries because they're on opposite times.
So you can't rebuttal it. If you sleep, by the time you wake up in the morning, like
It's
what's
too
this?
late. Then it cleans you out.
What's this $500 charge? Like, what the?
Whole account gone. You like, man, what?
Man, because that happened with you. They got her for like 1,000 on her account.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning.
What was that? That was right before we was going.
We was getting ready to go to Miami.
Yeah, that was like what, a year ago.
Yep.
Since then I keep my card locked. I turn my card off before I go to bed. So hey, if any of my bills gotta come through at that time, hey, y'all better catch me tomorrow.
I was lit. Okay, you hear me? And then I was mad. This how you know you be mad, like double mad. I was mad because they didn't do him like that too. Like why they?
I think that was something you was just on and maybe ordering something and they copied your number, or maybe you was at the mall and they had one of them skim cards.
I don't go to the mall like that.
Well, when you did, you was.
Dude.
It's possibility. Me, I don't even keep mine on me half the time. Mine, I keep it in my glove thing or that. That's why I use my phone. So I be telling you to put.
Yeah, he keep his wallet in his car. Like if somebody steal your car, they got all your stuff.
I keep it in there when I'm in there, unless I needed to go in the store or something. Or
Sometimes it be in there and yo.
That's because I actually forgot. Like, oh shit, I got like the other night. I had to go back down to the car to get my wallet out, just to make, because I don't want to leave it in there. But yeah, so.
But it's been a crazy year of government BS continuously.
Well, that's always it. And we going in.
Taxes
We going into 2023. This whole election year.
And then you
It's
got
gonna
all
be
of
at the end
this
of this year. So y'all,
financial market alerts.
It's about to get real crazy. But I'm gonna say this to all the American people. I'm not talking outside the country. I'm not talking to my American.
You talking to the American people? I was just
To
doing your
American
music.
people. I don't care
That's what it be like a week.
what race, what age, You are. But if we won't change in this country from these corrupt politicians, all these old politicians who've been sitting on at their throne trying to hold on and keep control to build their generational wealth, getting free stock trades or buying up stock in companies when they know a big deal is gonna go down with the government.
What you talking about with us?
No, you know what I'm talking about. All of that. They just gotta go. We have more power than a lot of y'all think. I know we have the power, so I don't know about y'all, but we have more power. We make America run.
Mm-hmm.
We get up every day, go out to these offices, work for pennies. We can't even afford to keep food on the table, can't afford to keep a decent roof over our head. Rents is just ridiculous right now, and they only going up. But yet, our government is just giving billions of dollars to other countries instead of putting billions of dollars in affordable housing. I ain't talking about no welfare housing. I ain't talking about none of that either. I'm talking about housing that regular working class people can afford. Who can afford $2,000 a month rent for a 1-bedroom? That's all I'm seeing in Dallas. I'm in downtown Fort Worth and looking at new buildings coming up. 2,200 for 1-bedroom. 800 square feet. I'm like, man, you got me bent. Houses.
That's New York stuff.
Only houses is like 300,000 and 400,000 up. And you know what? If we don't stop saying, hey, just get your bag up. No, everybody can't get their bag up. Everybody is not, and I ain't gonna say people haven't been trying. People have tried and still can't get their bag up. You've just been one of the blessed ones that I'm gonna say that got your bag up. And then some of y'all are the same people that's going around trying to charge people $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to help them get their bag up when you know they ain't even got $1,000 to say in a savings account for emergency fund. So we need to get rid of y'all too, especially y'all black ones in our community. I see y'all all the time. Some of y'all, I've even bought y'all systems and yeah, I gain knowledge and stuff like that, but I still think about the other people who's like, man, you charging this ridiculous amount of money, and I guess you can, maybe that's your way of saying, hey, I gave you a jump, but that's not a jump. Not if we really... Not
if you put me in a position where I'm strapped every month to make a payment on your information.
Yeah, and not if you really want the people to be better as a whole and to succeed. You're going to have to give that not free game and free help. Some people need help. You can give free game all day long, but if people still don't know how to move and start, and at least get the jump to get it started, get everything rolling, it's not going to be that easy. It's like it probably wasn't easy for you, but for some reason, God bless you to figure out that and make everything a success. Oh, let's see. Hold on.
She said no.
Yeah, we must have been going.
What did it say? You didn't charge it up?
Mm-hmm. But I got the other one going as a backup, my camera. So it's been going. Oh, yeah, it's been about an hour and a half. Luckily, I had 2 going. But yeah, so that needs to stop too. But the American people, like I said, no matter what color you are, race, age, we control. We do more than we give ourselves credit for. If we decide to stop and say, we're not doing this no more, until y'all figure this out, get better education for our kids, get better housing for us, get better, affordable, healthy food for us instead of feeding us, giving us this garbage and keep us on medicines and stuff like that for farmer and all of that. We gonna have to stop that. We're gonna have to stop playing by them.
The only way it's gonna change
and we
is
just
if
gonna
we do
stop.
something about it.
And we're gonna have to start having days where we shut down. And it seems like the only thing that matters to the U.S. is the economy. So if we decide not to start going to work
pull a
on
China.
days, just have a day like
Let's pull a
just,
China on
yeah,
America.
just a random, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nobody goes to work. Let your employers be mad, and it's time we set our demands.
So they can see.
Cause-
They don't value us.
No, they don't.
These
We see it
companies
all
don't value
now with
people.
companies, and now one of my EYL, I'm gonna say that I was watching the brother Ian speak, and he was saying companies are getting to the point where everybody who was quietly quitting, they're gonna look for that one person who's gonna go above and beyond and do 5 people tasks just to keep a job. We gotta stop that.
Man, they already playing that game.
And-
They
and-
were trying to do that to me.
We know they're trying to go with the whole robot thing and cancel people out. We have to stop them now before this gets any worse. And until we come together, see, they keeping everybody confused and Jedi mind trick with all the other bull stuff going on, so we don't come together. But if we decide to sit down, come together, and stick together as a unit and saying, no, this is what we asking for, this is what we demanding, and we not budging on that. So, and if y'all can give, like I said, y'all can give 40 billion to Ukraine, there's no reason why we should get 40 billion too at the same
agree.
time. There's no reason why we shouldn't be having new land developments. But as you can see, they're trying to keep everybody confined in these cities. That's what I didn't realize, especially here with Texas, which everybody's moving here, which I get it, because that's why we moved here. But I'm ready to move out the city, because they keeping everybody confined in. It's like we keep all the work here, we keep all this here in the city.
And you
We
can
charge
only-
everything so high.
Your
Then
job will only allow you to travel so far.
insurance is crazy. Rent is crazy. Car prices is crazy. The stuff these dealers is doing with cars, overpricing cars $50,000, $100,000 for brand new cars. In which some of that, I get why they're doing it. They're doing that because of I want to say the car culture, the YouTubers, the people who didn't got money and got the bag. They didn't help them amp it up to where, oh, they're gonna want to get this car, so we're gonna charge them $25,000 over. We're gonna charge them $50,000 over, because they want to be out mobbing and riding the latest thing, and they doing their creation on YouTube and showing all that stuff. Which I get it. You buying the cars you want, but at some point they gonna lose out on money, in which we hearing that now, because people ain't buying cars. They got sticker prices is crazy above the normal just to get a certain car, just because it's a Dodge, Corvette, or anything of that nature that everybody's trying to get, and they just marking up the prices crazy. But if we don't stand together and come together and stop everything, and we gonna stop. We start having them days where everybody just send that email out to everybody, no work today, don't show up for work,
Y'all ain't even got to tell me. Just say
systems off. I don't care if you're working from home, shut it down.
all you gotta do is just send me a text and
Just
say
shut it down.
clock out.
Until our demands are met, it's only gonna get worse. And they gonna keep doing this, they gonna keep doing this, they gonna keep doing it until it's like what I said even a couple years ago. Everybody think we gonna go to war with another country. I don't think it is. I think we gonna have another war here within America.
I can believe
And
it.
it's
We already in war.
it's gonna be that class war against those who are starving regular American folks out. You see, the homeless thing is going crazy. They act like they don't know what to do. They can't do nothing. They can't figure nothing out.
You already got that going on. People can
That's
barely
what I'm
pay
saying.
for food.
That's what I'm saying. So
People
you
can
see,
barely-
you seeing those places from New York. That whole New York is getting there too. Far I've been here.
They been.
California, even here is getting ramped up. I remember when I went to Atlanta a couple years ago. I was like, man, this is crazy down here. All the homeless, but yeah, some of that is with people who have mental issues and stuff like that. But I don't think that's everybody. But we need to figure out something with that.
You got all kinds of border things happening. El Paso, all them people just
And
in the streets.
They trying to get in. So that's
and that's
thousands and thousands
frozen
more.
for the next 6 months now.
Oh, they froze it. So
So now you got these people just in El Paso, which El Paso's not made for that to be harboring people.
But everybody's coming here. Wages are not keeping up with inflation. None of that. So hey, when y'all decide that's what y'all want to do, I'm for it. But until then, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, because I don't think people. Honestly, I don't think people's gonna come together. But that's what's gonna need to happen. Or if they do come together, it's gonna be too late. By the time everybody come together, it's gonna be too late. Y'all better pay attention to these movies that have been out in the past and pretty much talk. It's like, what's the Snake Plissken? If you're old enough, y'all know who I'm talking about. The first one I seen was about California. And now that I think of California right now, see everything that's going on, I'm like, man, Snake Plissken wasn't. That was like over 20-some years ago. And
It's like, how did they know?
And California, the homelessness, and he had to go in, and everything was just crazy. Yeah, it's a lot.
Those movies are showing y'all more than y'all thinking.
Yeah, even from the, like I said it before, from the tech stuff, the car, self-driving,
All this
that.
weather climate stuff.
Weather is crazy. We gonna end up. What was that?
We were talking about the polar ice.
Yeah, what was the movie? I like watching that. I might watch that tonight.
What?
Where the snowstorm covered New York and froze.
Yeah, I watched that, and now I think about everything that's going on out that way. I'm like,
man, they talking about more deaths now. After they getting people out of all the snow that happened in Buffalo. Yeah. So,
it's ridiculous.
Hey, if we don't stand up to these people who are in power, in control right now, we're done. You might as well just go ahead and just. I like.
And at this point, we just stop being scared, because the reality to it is
everybody
you scared you're gonna lose your job, but they can fire your ass anytime they want to.
And but we're thinking, if they fire you, what they like I'm saying, if they fire you, what they gonna do if we all together? Who gonna come kick you out your house?
Dude, most of these jobs are already making their jobs.
But them companies gonna start losing shitloads of money and going down. They can't have that.
Because a lot of things on my job, and I work in mortgage, they're electronically uploading, doing everything to where they are not utilizing people. So
there's somebody who uploads and does all that. They need that person still until they get a system that's automated. And then automated stuff goes bad all the time.
Well, all I can tell you is initially one part of our team that utilized more than 12 people now only utilizes one. All them people got to let the fuck go, and they are trying to do that on all spectrums in this area as much as they possibly can. That's weeding out tons of stuff.
Tons. Yeah, so we're going to have to do something. And I think it needs to be done. I think we need to start before this election.
Y'all degrees don't mean nothing no more.
Everybody, they going to have us Jedi mind tricked out here about who we voting for president. Nah, don't pay attention to that. If they not giving us what we need, we shouldn't vote for none of them. I wonder what would happen if nobody voted for a president.
That would be an interesting time to vote.
What would happen if not one vote come up, or maybe
like a whole city just like
we're not voting. We're not voting for none of the presidents because
none of them suit us.
None of them suit us. They always throw this. They both evil, but which is the lesser evil?
Right.
Nah. We're not doing that
lesser
no more.
Evil. Why do we gotta pick the lesser evil?
Yeah, we're not doing that no more. And that's the system we in right now. In which I say there needs to be a whole nother group. You know, you got Democrats, Republicans, then you got the independent, all of them. Nobody's really independent. But there needs to be, which I'm calling we the people. That's the foundation. When I told you I've really been thinking about that and running. It's like, man, Trump can get in, man. And if Herschel would have got in, Mr. Moscow. Hey.
I hope you're not gonna use that. You could use your real name, but you could say
Trump.
Be in style with Mr. Moscow.
I'm like Trump, that jackass. I've been talking like when Barack called Kanye jackass.
Well, it's like he's always right.
That Brandon, that jackass.
That's still going?
Yeah, we still going. We about to finish up because I got to get this uploaded tonight. Or it's going to be a late one. Yeah, it's just late actually.
We pray that
I pray we come together. And that's all I'm gonna
Wasn't
say on
gonna say
that.
that.
That's all I'm gonna say.
your daddy's running a political race on the channel.
It's time we stick together and fight.
Well,
We send our kids to fight. You don't need it. Over countries for stuff
they don't got nothing to do with us.
nothing to do with us, and it's always some secret political gain that they trying to take something from somewhere else, and our kids die and everything, and we don't get the treatment we supposed to get here. It's time for it to stop. It's time for rebellion. It's just like they go over to other countries and what they call them a coup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to get people axed out. It's time we do that with all these old people in office, from the Senate to
This
Congress
channel does not promote violence.
to all these old judges. Hey, and we don't provoke violence, but if it comes to defending ourselves, yes, we will. Yes, we will. When it has to come down to it, well, they promote violence all the time. Every time they cause a war and start a war, they promote violence.
They have a reason though.
We got our reason too.
They say they have a reason.
We got our reason too. But it's been a good year. 2022. 2023.
What will you do less of
Yeah. That's what he needs
in
to
2023?
do. Less yelling. That's what you need to do.
Yelling at who? Who I yell at? First off, do I yell at you?
You be screaming.
If I got to tell you 50-11 times to do something, then yeah.
50-11.
50-11, that's a lot.
50-11 ain't even
Oh, it's a lot. 50-11 times. What you mean?
Okay, away from her.
But
What would you do better? What will you do better in 2023?
read more.
Reading is fun.
Educate myself more.
What will you do less of in 2023?
No screaming. Why do you need a new goal? Why do you need to set a New Year's resolution? Why not just let yourself
You should
go?
always inspire to be better.
Yeah, but
You
it
should always
The goals,
just
the
depends.
goals sometimes.
It depends if you finished all your goals from last year. If you haven't finished out your goals from last year, you shouldn't start another goal. You should need to complete your goals that you didn't finish from last year.
Okay, you're avoiding the question.
Well, she threw that in there. What am I do? What?
You said you're gonna do more reading in 2023, but what are you gonna do less? of?
I mean actual reading, because you know I'm good with the audibles.
Oh, you talking about pick up a book?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Because normally when I get to reading books, I go to sleep. It just make me go to sleep.
Yeah, like-
so with the audible, and I'm always in the vehicle, driving. So that's more where I can listen to. Oh, I almost got off. The Kyrie Irving, the Kanye. Well, you know what?
We really don't need to talk about that.
Well, not the Kanye, the Kyrie thing. Well, yeah. Oh, man.
You
It's
actually
a lot.
already talked about the Kyrie's.
I don't think we did, because that just happened. Yes, it
We
did.
talked about that when it happened.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you
we
did
haven't done
on
a
our
video
last
in
video.
2 months. That didn't happen.
I
2
promise
months.
you, when you go back and you look, you're gonna be like,
The
damn.
Kyrie
she was
Irving didn't happen then.
right. Okay.
That just happened within like the last month, like November. It's been over 2 months since our last video.
Okay.
The basketball thing just happened.
David, that was in November.
No, it wasn't.
Kyrie Irving, yes it was.
Our last video wasn't in November.
This is
Our
December,
last
October, November. We did the last video was in November.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. That was been a month ago. Our last video that uploaded was over 2 months ago. Remember when I said that in the beginning? The last one we did was over 2 months ago. So we in December. So that was like October when we did in the beginning. We did the video.
Okay.
You can go look at it.
You posted it on your other channel about Kyrie Irving because I wanted it.
But that wasn't on this channel.
Hey,
What I said on the other
can I use
channel ain't got nothing to do with
Eat
this
my
channel.
chicken?
No.
Oh,
What are you trying to do?
I was gonna use it to eat my chicken.
Get But hey, y'all, we gonna end this one.
You gonna ruin the end of it with her and the chicken.
Yeah, cause it's always food.
Hashtag, this is not a sponsor.
Oh, well, what's the good thing?
Wingstop.
This one, she got her first job.
Yeah.
She's working at Chick-fil-A.
She'll start the beginning of next year.
So if y'all see her at Chick-fil-A and her spirit ain't right, y'all tell her to check that.
You do not have the Chick-fil-A spirit.
Yeah, she got to go. She can't mess them
You
up.
don't make me angry.
She already starting out bad. They should have hired her at Pizza Hut. They don't give a shit. So she need to be where they don't care. But what I'm going to do better.
No, I didn't say what I was. You know, you threw me off with the whole Kyrie Irving and everything. Got to going. You know what I'm talking about. But what am I gonna do better? What I'm gonna do? Not do more of?
You said you're gonna do better. You book reading.
Yeah. What was the other
What
question?
you're not going to do. What are you not gonna take into 2023? What are you not going to do?
I'm not gonna spend as much time telling people, giving people game knowledge and telling them what they should do, especially those that I have already told and showed them everything, and they don't act on it. I'm just gonna focus on me. I think I spent a lot of time trying to share, give knowledge, give other people opportunities. Don't want to do nothing with it. Just sit there or help people get in a position, and it's not. No, I'm just gonna give me some reading, do what I need to do, and become this politician. Politician.
Okay.
I'm gonna start talking to some people, some politics, and see what I can make it happen. I'm gonna need to holler at who can I holler at and get my vocabulary together. I need to holler at T.I. to get my vocabulary together.
This would work.
I'm gonna have the earpiece in. I'm gonna have him on the other end telling me what I should say in the right words.
It's not a movie.
But that sounds like something your daddy would do. Definitely.
Matter of fact, have him and Killer on the mic behind the scenes somewhere telling me, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Nala said your listening is not fundamental. So
That, if I'm gonna say it, or I can just say it the way I want to say it. You may not like how I said it, but I said it. You think that's?
You know,
Did you just
last
belch?
long.
Like, I smelled that. It smelled like salami.
what the?
What
is going on?
That's that
Well,
first.
what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to worry about other people any longer. Shit is killing me, and I feel like I invest a lot of energy into being worried about how people feel, how people are going to perceive what I'm thinking, how people are going to perceive when I actually speak up for myself. I spend a lot of time self-examining myself and trying to keep myself in check to make other people happy. And I'm not showing up as being authentic to who I am. So I'm not going to do that in 2023. And I'm sure that's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. But what I'm leaving in 2022 is I'm not going to allow fear to be in this next year. I had promised myself that I was going to try every single month
I told you go
to
through
do
the darkness.
one thing
I told you go
that
through the darkness.
scares me every month, no matter how afraid I am. And I think I want to start off the year with doing iFly,
What?
because one thing that really frightens me more than anything else is heights. I'm like, to the
Oh, is
point where
that-
I get
that's
sick and want to puke.
That's that suit thing.
Yeah.
I heard it's pretty. Nah, I ain't even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna let you go.
I heard it's frightening. I've heard a lot of people. Yeah, I heard a lot of people say. So, I think I want to start off the year in doing that. But that's what I said. I don't want to.
I'm gonna let y'all know I will be recording this, and this is gonna be funny as hell. That's all I think I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna have to do a gummy before I go.
It's still like about it. This is gonna be funny. She gonna have tears coming. I can see it all right now. She gonna.
I probably will.
She gonna her mask, the thing she probably gonna have on, it's gonna be filled up with tears because she gonna be crying because they gonna let you go.
We should do our teeth journey.
Oh, that's gonna be frightening.
Especially because I got 10 cavities.
Oh yeah, these.
And one more that's possibly the thing that they said to look out for. Just in case. That might be 11.
Yeah, that's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna record this journey.
Yeah, I feel like I spent a lot of time not showing up and not fully living in.
Ooh, what you do to your hand?
Showing up and not fully living in myself.
So,
And
scratch.
I'm tired of feeling like that.
Did you want some whipped cream?
I'm tired of feeling like that. I'm tired of
No, I can't.
that, and that's a big thing for me because it comes with a lot of anxiety and my own self-judgment. So I'm gonna try
Yeah, I know.
to just be better.
It's groovy. That's how you can do it.
I already read books. I already watch tons of documentaries. I'm gonna continue, no matter what he says, to be looking at supplements and
That's good. Go
herbals.
ahead, keep looking at them. Just turn it into a business. Ain't no point in keep looking at something if you're not gonna turn it into something. That's the thing I say. Keep looking. If it's gonna turn you into something to make that money, so these $1,000 rents.
I'm working on something, but I ain't speaking on it until I get everything.
Keep working, cause you know what? I'm switching up. Well, we gonna be switching up. I don't even want to talk about it right now. I'm shutting some things down. So, beginning of the year.
Would you look at
You
me?
good? You look like you lost something, like deer in headlights.
I would like to wish you guys
A happy New Year.
a happy New Year.
A late Merry Christmas, because I didn't do nothing personal for Christmas. Just spent with family. And
we wish y'all nothing but peace, blessings,
and happiness.
all that you can manifest and grab a hold to. Love on your families a little bit tighter, because I think we are so disconnected as a world, and it is. We have to do a better job with the people we love. And from the Moscow family to you guys, we appreciate all of the support, all of the
And continue to share.
watching.
Help us get these numbers up some more.
Please continue to share. Please continue to put in the comments anything you think we could do better or more of. Or
I want to get to the. Man, we still haven't got to. We got to get our 1,000 subscribers. We still ain't got, so we can get monetized.
yeah, that's
If
the goal.
If we get monetized, I'm amping this sucker all the way up.
Yeah.
All the way up. Then I'm really gonna have to watch what I say for they blacklist me and cancel my number. So
They do that with a lot of black creators.
I noticed they did that with my other account. I noticed that when I started saying,
Political stuff.
yeah,
They monetize.
when I started with Brandon
Mm-hmm.
and some of the other stuff, I noticed videos even I'll post up and have nothing to do with that, even though my
Or
numbers,
get flagged.
they wouldn't get flagged, but I know the numbers and viewing just started, and so
Or shadow banning me.
yeah, shadow banning. So,
But, that's to keep you from telling the people the truth.
yeah,
So, but
but we gonna figure out our own platforms. That's we the people. We gonna figure it out. So we ain't got to worry about nobody banning us or shadow banning us, because we gonna get our number. We gonna get what we need to say out to our people.
I agree. We always figure out a way.
And that ain't gonna stop.
I just gonna have to have y'all ears open, because y'all, like I said, it's a lot of stuff. Like he said, it's a lot of stuff going on that's trying to block you from hearing what's really going on.
What's really going on?
And it's not the stuff that you continuously seeing constantly over and over again. That's not where it's at. It's the stuff that you hardly ever read. When you watch the news, the stuff that's running at the bottom on these major channels, that's where your information is at. It's not what they talking about. So,
But hey, it's been nice. It's been a great year. Hope y'all continue to rock with us, support, come check out us. And it'll probably be, maybe, will we do something Super Bowl? You know what, we may do something again for Super Bowl weekend. We probably gonna do another Super Bowl Sunday, because our Chiefs is going to the Super Bowl again. We going to again.
not like y'all thought they would.
And we gonna win this year.
Cause it ain't them Cowboys.
Ooh, that was a low blow. That was a low blow.
Sorry, I'm done.
You're gonna have them Cowboy haters all in the comments
You
now.
see this red?
They're gonna be like,
It's running
if
through
you
my
didn't have
veins.
nothing nice to say, don't say nothing
That
nice.
is nice. That's honesty. That is nice.
But hey, Mr. Mo Style,
Lady Mo style.
it's been fun, but we out. Peace.
By 2023, 2022.
Time, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.